Let's move on to the ha line now. Writing the sounds in English by combining the consonant with the vowel sounds. These sounds are ha, he, hu, he, ho. Let me now give you the Hiragana characters for this. Ha. An example word for this being haha. Well, haha, haha, if we tell in English, it means it's a joke. You know what haha means in Japanese? Mother. Mother is very humorous person. Remember it that way. Haha means mother. Do you remember what father is called? Chichi. We've already learnt it when we saw the ta line. He is written like this. An example word, hito means person. Here there is an exception. This is not who, it is fu. So this line has an exception. Fu is written as this way. An example word, fuyu means winter. Hey. An example word for this, heya means room. It's like when you enter a room, they tell, heya, you're back, hi. So, heya means room. Ho. Ho. An example word for this book in Japanese is called hon. 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 So these are the example words. Getting into how these characters are written. 1, 2, 3. This is how ha is written. He. Note the way I am drawing this. The first line is more of a horizontal line with a U, and the second line gets curled up. It's not like this. This line is not to be curled up. The first line is drawn like this, U, and only the second line gets curled up. And next thing, U, this should be a smooth curve here. Smooth curve here like this. Next one, fu. Fu, one line here, a C facing the side, and 2 lines. Hey is this way. Note one thing about hey, it's not drawn like this. It's not a mountain which is drawn like this. This is pretty much, towards this side. It's the proportion of this is more towards the left, so it's drawn like this. It indents more on the left hand side. Ho is one line, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the way the characters are drawn. Coming to how to remember the characters. A line beside that, a character here. A line with a L is ha. A line with a L is also ho. What is the difference between ha and ho? Well, I used to get confused before. Ha has just a single line, whereas ho has 2 lines here. First thing. Second thing, when you notice ho, check out that the line starts, it's not above it. The first horizontal line, below that only the L is drawn. That is about ho. So ha and ho is nothing but a line with an L. If only 1 dash is there, it's ha. If 2 dashes are there, it is ho. Next thing, he. He example word which I gave you was hito, which means person. Imagine this is a person with 2 hands like this. Like this, dancing. So this is about he is hito, person, looks like a person here. Fuyu, winter. That's the example I gave of fu. In winter it snows. Imagine that this is the sea, wherein it's snowing on top of sea. Hey is, I already told you, it's lopsided towards the left hand side. It's just like a mountain. So this is about ha, he, fu, he, ho. Drawing some similarities between the characters which we have been learning so far. A line drawn with some characters. What all characters have a line drawn beside it? First one, we saw this one. What is this? This is K. A line drawn with something next to it was this one. It's ni. A line drawn with an L next to it, ha. A line drawn with an L next to it, two dashes cutting across L first point. Second point, the line, horizontal line should be top of it. This is ho. So these are the characters which have line beside it. So we are done with the ha line here. Let's move on to the ma line now. Combining consonant sound with the vowels, we get the following sounds: ma, mi, mu, me, mo. Ma is written as this way. An example word for ma, mae, means front or before. Me is written like this. An example word for this is ear. Mimi means ear. Mu. An example word, mura, means village. Me. This is how me is written. Spectacles is called as megane. Spectacles. Mo is written like this. If I have to call up someone, and the first word which we tell whenever we call on phone is hello. In Japan, Japanese people don't tell hello. They have a separate word for it, and that's moshi moshi. Moshi means hello. Generally, this is not told when we meet a person. It's the word used only when you talk over phone. So this is about the characters, the example words, and now going how to write them. Ma, 1, 2, and then the L. Note, technically speaking, when you write the stroke, it's not written L and then 2 lines. This is the wrong way of writing. It should be 1, 2, and then the L comes. Mi is just one stroke. 1. That's it. Mu, one line with an L like this and a line above. It's not like this. No. It's a very smooth curve like this and a line here. Me. The letter me itself has a meaning. Me alone, if I tell I means me. Mo is written 1, 2, 3. If you note, any of the characters where the line cuts across, the lines are drawn first and then only the vertical character. It's not like this. How to remember them? Ma, I've given you example mae, is nothing but an L with 2 lines crossing it. Me is a 4 with a line here. Mu. Mu is like, see this su which you learned, this is su letter. Instead of curling it this side, we curl this the other way and a line above. Me. You may get confused between this character with another character which we have learned before. We had learned this 2 chopstick holding on to noodles. This was nu. If there is a knot below, it's nu. If the knot is removed, it becomes me. So if noodles drop down, it becomes me. Me, I did it, I dropped it. So it's me. mo is nothing but this she line with two lines cutting across. With this we are completing the ma line. What all characters had L in it? Can we just recall back? First character which had L in it was this one, ha. Second character which had L in it was this one, ho. And the third character which has L in it is ma. Now, what difference is there between these two characters is, one obvious thing is there is a line here and the line goes missing. So it's very easy to understand and remember. Second thing is, for ho, the vertical line should never go above it. Whereas here, the vertical line should be above. I hope you're able to understand the difference. Okay, so with this we complete the ma line. Moving on to the ya line now. There are only 3 characters in this line. So 2 characters go missing. Let's see which are they. Writing these sounds in English first. Ya, yo, so this goes missing. This is again missing. Yo. Ya, yo, yo. Writing them in Hiragana. An example word for this. Yama, 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 yama. Ye khoobsurat sama. I love this song. Yama. Yama means mountain. Ye. Actually, if you combine these two sounds, it comes as E. And that's so similar to this letter E. So there's no separate character for this. You. It's my dream to come to Japan. Dream in Japanese means yume. Ye sounds so much like the same ye which you have already learned. Hence there is no character for this. Yo is written as this way. Example word evening means yoru. So this is about the words, getting into how they are written. Ya. First is this one. Second is the smaller line and then the longer line. Some write it this way. They write this. The longer line is shorter. This is not the stroke order correctly, technically speaking. This is the way. This one, this first and then this one. You. It's like a longer R with a curve and a line. Note one thing, that this line should not be like this. This line needs to cut across. First thing. There are 2 ways of drawing it also. There's another way of drawing it. This way, wherein you don't take the pen out, it's a continuous drawing. So either this one or this one, any of it is okay. Yo. Yo is an L and the line here, note it starts from here. It's not like this. It's wrong to write like this. L with the line that starts from here. This is yo. So ya, you, yo. How are you to remember these characters? Ya. Ya is like some giraffe here, giraffe's face. U is a elongated R wherein a line cuts across this. And yo is this L with the line here. So ya, you, yo is done. I want to know how much you are following the Hiragana characters with me. I will do one thing. I will write down all the characters which has L in it. Let me see how much you are able to recall. This one. This is ha. 2 line cutting across becomes ho. If this line goes missing, it becomes ma. And with only 1 line here, it becomes yo. I am done with the ya line here. Moving on to the ra line. In this, all the 5 characters are there, so your work is not reduced. You have to learn all the 5 here. Writing these sounds in English: ra, re, ru, re, ro. Writing them now in Hiragana: ra. An example word for this: there is a very famous noodles, apart from Maggi, top ramen, ramen. Ramen is a noodle which is very popular here also. Ramen, noodles. Re. Re is written this way. Apple is called by another name in Japanese, and that's Ringo. Ringo. Ru. Ru is this. Example word: rusu. Being away from home, rusu. Or I'll give you another easier example for this: hiru. If you remember, you learned a word just now. Yoru means evening, hiru means afternoon. Re. Example. You know what this means? Example. Whenever you tell, for example, we tell re, ro, roba. Roba means donkey. Donkey. So, ra, re, ru, re, ro, done. Getting into the stroke order. Ra. Notice the line here comes first and then followed by this character. It's not this way. It's wrong to write it this way, technically speaking, if you have to go by the stroke order. Re. Re. Ru is a 3 with a curl below. Re. Outward curl, it comes here. And ro is this 3 without the curl. Ru and ro seem so similar. The one with this circle is ru. So whenever it circles up, it becomes u. So it's like a u attached here. Suppose I have to tell you to distinguish it. A u comes here means it becomes ru. This u goes missing means it becomes ro. So that's it about the ra line. Yay! We are in the last line now. And know what? This line has only 2 characters. Let's look at the wa line. The sounds in this line are va, vi, vu, ve go missing because it's considered that they're similar to e, u, a. So these 3 are missing, and then there is the last one. So va, wo, only 2 letters here. Va is written like this. An example for this: watashi means I. Very, very commonly used. Watashi, I. And wo. Note the way this is written. I like it. It's an intertangling of 3 symbols. Wo, I'm not giving an example here. Actually, there's no word as such which uses wo. Wo is more of a particle. You'll learn more about particle when we come to grammar. So, wo is a connector. You can take it as connector between 2 words. Hence, I'm not giving an example. So, there are only 2 letters, wa and wo. Getting into the order of writing. 1, 2. And wo is 1, 2, 3. It's a combination of 3 different symbols that becomes wo. And one other special point about this, even though the pronunciation is wo, when you read it in some sentences, the pronunciation would sound like o also at times. You will learn all about it slowly. Remembering them, this, I don't know, I somehow like this I find this very cute, so it's easy to remember, I feel. It's like one line, a co and a C, intertangled. Now, special attention to be drawn for this character. There are two other characters which you have learned something like this. I want to recall back all of them and clearly give you differences, how to distinguish between them. First one which you learned was this. And then I taught you a character like this. And now I have given you this. There are three characters which are so similar. The one with a knot below here, anything that has a knot below comes to the Na series. And this one is the letter associated with cat, Neko. This pronunciation is Ne. The curve here does not go towards inside, but it moves towards the outside. And in that case it becomes Re. The same curve, if it moves towards inside, it becomes Va. Ne, not below. Re, curved outside. Curve inside becomes Va. We are done with the Va line. I leave you with one last Hiragana character. It does not fall into any of this consonant line as such. The character is written very simple. It's written like this. And the sound for this is I repeat it. This character is never used at the beginning of a word. It generally comes in between or at the end of the word. Few examples for them are, what is this? Ho. And in English, if I have to write the sound here, it's N. Horn, ho, horn, not ho, horn. Another example word, kaban, means bag. You are yet to learn this letter. It's not ha, it's something else. I'll come to it in next video. So kaban, bag. So this is about the Hiragana characters. We have completed the 46 Hiragana characters.